At CBL, our aim is to always deliver environmental and product solutions which are totally green. Presenting Our Ecosystem, a project documenting CBL's 25-year-long quest of creating the greenest ecosystem the denim industry has ever known. A heavy claim, but one that can be fully understood with a little bit of historical context. Situated in Punjab of present-day Pakistan, the village of Bahuman is firmly entrenched in history, dating back to the times of Alexander the Great, with tales of his famous battles confirming that the area was a riverbed. Fast forward several millennia to 1992, the village of Bahuman remained marshland, resulting in astronomical unemployment and illiteracy rates due to a lack of infrastructure. Unbeknownst to sleepy Bahuman's 50,000 residents, everything was about to change. Crescent Group, a major Pakistani conglomerate with over 60 years of experience in diversified businesses such as textiles, banking and steel, had earmarked the village of Bahuman as the site of what would eventually become Southeast Asia's first vertically integrated denim facility. Crescent's vision was to create a 600-acre greenfield project which would bring employment to the doorstep of a remote area and, in essence, spark a cultural change. Simple, right? Not really. With such ambitious plans, we knew we needed a well-thought-out strategy. Machinery was the easy part. Creating a self-sustaining ecosystem full of plant and wildlife within a vertical denim facility in what was originally marshland was the real challenge. Our roadmap to a truly green ecosystem was divided into three main areas. Number 1, water conservation and recycling. With wetlands as far as the eye could see, the first task was to recover land and eventually make it fertile. Along with introducing drainage and irrigation systems, CBL decided to use a little help from Mother Nature. By planting 500,000 eucalyptus trees, we were able to expedite the drainage of waterlogged land, since eucalyptus trees are notorious for being extremely thirsty, drinking up to 4 gallons of water per day. The eucalypti were a breath of fresh air, quite literally, with each tree also producing 250 pounds of oxygen per year. A year flew by and the results were outstanding. The water level had reduced to 15 feet below surface level, enabling construction to begin. The village suddenly started to look different. Our land recovery efforts not only benefited the company, but also neighbouring areas which had, till now, been waterlogged and thus not conducive to farming. This in turn created opportunities far beyond the walls of CBL, thereby dramatically reducing unemployment in the surrounding districts. Once the land was reclaimed, CBL immediately declared war on water wastage. At first, that may sound like a soundbite, but for the past 25 years, we have insisted on monitoring and supplementing our water table to make sure our factory does not extract more groundwater than it reintroduces back into the water table. How did we do it, you ask? First, water recycling. With chemical-based water treatment facilities originally installed in 1993, it wasn't enough to simply treat and drain our water. We opted to introduce biological water treatment systems, which eventually allowed our wastewater to not only be treated safely, but also be reused for agricultural purposes. CBL is currently on the path to become a zero-discharge facility with respect to water, as we continue to invest in technologies that will ultimately reuse treated water within our industrial processes. Second, rainwater harvesting. Fresh from observing innovative rainwater harvesting techniques in India, we created 10 silos, optimally dispersed around 600 acres. As 90% of rainfall fell between June and July, we realized instead of wasting precious rainwater, we could store and mechanically reintroduce it back into the water table. We are proud to state that through these efforts, 25 years, 200 million genes and 300 million meters later, our water table has remarkably remained permanently fixed at 15 feet below surface level. Number 2. Soil, plant and wildlife. After the land recovery, as they say, let there be life, the soil was now ready to be upgraded. We started to plough pesticide-free green leaf manure and proceeded to phase out the thirsty eucalypti, which were coincidentally staving off bird life. They were replaced by 200,000 fast-growing poplar trees, effectively jump-starting our ecosystem. As you can imagine, every species of plant was studied and introduced for a very specific purpose. Predators such as snakes were detracted by planting jujube trees, while birds and bees were given a warm welcome by meticulously balancing flora and fauna. To date, we have had the honor of planting over 850,000 trees on site. For sustenance, wheat and rice were cultivated to provide our employees with easily accessible, non-profit crops. Additionally, sustainable technologies such as rice husk boilers were introduced to help utilize our agricultural byproducts in order to generate steam, thereby reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. We didn't stop there. We noticed that the soot from our rice husk boilers was rich in potassium, a perfect ingredient for our compost waste management systems, which collect and sort cotton, trash, pumice stones and kitchen waste for the purpose of creating a green, pesticide-free manure to be used on our soil. Alfalfa and maize were also cultivated and stored in silos dispersed across the factory. This allowed us to develop a sustainable solution for fodder for our very own dairy farms along with those of neighboring districts. From guava to seedless lemons, it is truly magical to see how this once deserted marshland has become a sprawling, vibrant ecosystem. Number 3. Our community. CBL has blossomed into what could be considered a tiny city in its own right, as the factory grounds are designed with housing for over 3,000 residents, offering housing for employees and guests. All residents enjoy uninterrupted power through CBL's very own power generation facilities, of which 50% are due to be converted into solar by 2020. Since 1994, CBL has had the privilege of playing a formative role in over 100,000 careers. The factory has also maintained a vocational training centre, as well as a non-profit primary and secondary school on the premises. To date, CBL has provided vocational training to 11,000 adults and further provides quality education for 1,200 children per year. The Crescent School has proudly been voted the best school within a 40-kilometre radius and has played a vital role in enforcing the continuity of CBL's core value systems. CBL has also vowed to eradicate illiteracy not only on its grounds but also in the surrounding villages, with Pakistan's present-day illiteracy alarmingly hovering above 60%. Through our free-of-cost Jugnu program, volunteers from CBL offer to homeschool any and all applicants. Based on certified phonetic teaching methods, the program guarantees to have applicants reading a newspaper within 90 days. In addition to our educational initiatives, CBL actively promotes gender equality in the workplace, employing over 1,500 women. Our female employees are also encouraged to participate in various seminars organised in collaboration with associations such as Her Project on site, which include discussions ranging from health, preventable diseases and self-defence. CBL further ensures that the health and well-being of its inhabitants is paramount by providing medical services on site, including free eye tests, hepatitis tests, not to mention awareness through publication of 2 books, and ambulance service to larger hospitals. As you can see, for us, sustainability isn't just a slogan, it's an ethos. We know all denim is gorgeous, but it's not always conscious. it's important for all of us to take a step back and deliberate over every environmental, human and material element in order to fully realize how sustainable denim can be. Our verticality is integral to our ecosystem as it allows us complete control over our product, whether it be cotton, fabric or garments. Amongst numerous accreditations, we are GRS certified, enabling us to guarantee the use of post-consumer waste materials in our products. This is in addition to the use of responsible cotton, such as BCI and CMIA. Further, we deploy strict chemical management systems as CBL is Green Screen certified, while also currently in the process of implementing the ZDHC program. We not only continue to invest in the latest sustainable equipment, such as lasers, but also insist on measuring all of our product offerings through valuable tools such as EIM. At CBL, we're keen to emphasize the importance of transparency. Quite simply, our industry's future depends on it. We promise we will never compromise on our 25-year strong core values and remain committed to preserving and improving what we believe to be the greenest ecosystem the denim industry has ever known. Thank you for taking the time to time travel with us today. We can't wait to show you what we're capable of in the years to come. Team CBL.